times have you thought about slapping your fucking guy in the head this week?
Every day!
There you go.
Hi guys, I'm zZenx, and today we're going to be watching Bill Burr, No Reason to Hit a Woman, How Women Argue Full from You People Are All the Same. Long title. I'm excited to see how Bill Burr talks about not hitting women, or just a topic of hitting women, because recently there's a comedian, Matt Rife, if you've seen him around, who kind of got canceled over making a joke about women being hit. So I'm excited to see how Bill Burr makes it work. Also, I love his face in this shot. He looks AI. It's probably just like those programs that get old footage and make it look better. There's sometimes some AI in that. If you don't know me, hi, I'm zZenx. I'm a stand-up comedian in New York City, and I also am a clown on YouTube, and I make these wacky videos. So I'm gonna be giving you guys a bit of a perspective as a stand-up comic, but it's all subjective. You know, if I love this and you hate it, if I hate it and you love it, who cares? It's all good fun. I'm not the arbiter of what's funny. I'm definitely not, but you should still watch the full video. Okay, let's get to it.
The maddest she ever got at me was? No, we have these huge battles. You know what the maddest she ever got at me was? One time she was watching this show. It was like a poor excuse for The View, and they started talking about domestic violence, right? For the 9 millionth time this year, they're talking about domestic violence, just in case, you know, you didn't get the memo. You know, evidently, you know, just some people didn't get it. It's not okay to slam your wife's head into the cupboard drawers because she didn't dry the can opener off properly, you know?
Oh my God, I'm so happy I live nowadays, because I know this is gross. I'm so sorry. My can opener, I clean it like every 2 weeks, but every 2 weeks when I clean it, there's like this black stuff around it. I probably should clean it every time I use it, now that I'm thinking about it, but it's like, you have to like deep clean it, because I have to clean it underneath the can opener stuff. So damn, I'm lucky, because I would have been hit a lot if I was in the 1950s.
Fucking rust, right? How do you not know not to do that shit? Do they really have to keep talking about it? It's like wife beaters watching. Oh, fuck! Now I get it. Upset daisy, sweetheart. Here we go. There you go. Oh. So at the end of the hour, they come to the logical conclusion. They're like, there is no reason to hit a woman. There is no reason to hit a woman. And I was just like, really? I could give you like 17 right off the top of my head. You could wake me from a drunken stupor, I could still give you like 9. Dude, there's plenty of reasons to hit a woman. You just don't do it. But to sit there and suggest that there's no reason. Dude, the level of ego behind that statement. What are you, levitating above the rest of us? You're never annoying? Women, how many times have you thought about slapping your fucking guy in the head this week?
Every day!
There you go. Every day. You didn't do it, right?
And if this was back in the TikTok era, because I think this is pretty old, that clip would have been, it would have been viral. I mean, it's probably viral now. But Abby, this is such a good point. I really like his angles. I really don't see how you could take issue with it, but let me know if you do. He's ultimately saying don't hit women, but that's a big thing people do in stand-up. They'll be like, they'll say a statement that's like, you know, don't hit women, but, and then they'll keep going back and forth. But women are precious, but they're also, they never, I don't know, clean the freaking tuna can opener. So that dichotomy is really fun. I really like his first point of, it's like, if you hit women, you're not gonna have this sudden like awakening because you saw a segment in The View about it. Like, no one is gonna be convinced because they saw a segment on The View or a TikTok about it. Like, it's not how bad people work, but I do think it's funny that we're always trying, it's like women. Okay, if a man hits women, do you think he's gonna listen to a full female panel in The View? No, he's gonna be too busy beating up his TV screen, you know? So I think it's a really good point. He's very funny.
Oh, dude, it drives me nuts. There's no reason. There's no reason. Really? No reason? How about this? You marry a girl, you fall in love, you buy her a house. You go to work every day, paying off the house. You come home one day, she's banging the next door neighbor, hands you divorce papers. You gotta move out, sleep on a futon, and still pay for that house that she's gonna stay in. No reason. I'm not saying you should do it, but there's plenty of fucking reasons in that arc of a story. All right, that was a hypothetical. You want an actual story?
Oh.
I'll give you one. All right, I fucked up my foot playing drums, trying to get my bass drum foot as fast as John Bonham's. because I figure that's a good thing to focus on. 43 years of age, never married, no kids. I figure this is gonna lead me to the light, right? This is what I need to do. So I don't know what I did. I felt like after I played for like an hour, and afterwards I felt like literally like there was some midget stabbing me in the bottom of my foot, right? Like I had lightning coming out of the bottom of my foot. So I did the typical guy thing. I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital. I'll sleep it off. Be fine, right? Next morning I wake up, my foot's even worse, and I gotta walk my crazy dog. So I'm like, I can't do it. My foot's killing me. So I wake up my girl, go, sweetheart, can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? Can you walk the dog for me? Can you just take the shift? You know, I'll do your afternoon shift. Can you just do me this solid? Can you do this for me? And she's just like, oh. You know, I had a late night last night. I'm tired. I have a big day. And I just go, fuck it. She goes, what do you mean, fuck it? It's like, why can't you just say no? Why do you always gotta like waterboard me with like a 20-minute explanation that eventually winds its way around to go, fuck yourself? Just say no.
Yeah,
I'm just limping out of the room. Whatever, go back to bed. You got a big day, right? So now I'm like limping down the street. I got like Tourette's. Fucking goddamn bullshit. Dog's walking next to me.
Tell the dog to go fuck itself. Like, there's a third option. Someone's gonna be fucked, but it could very well be the dog. There's a whole thing of like couples should prioritize each other over their children. For many couples, their dogs are their children. Fuck the dog. Sorry, but it's
I gotta admit, I got a little
fair.
childish. I did. I got a little childish, you know? I was just thinking about my relationship. I'm like, this is the relationship I'm in? You just gonna do whatever the hell you wanna do, right? And fuck me? Fine, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I wanna do. I feel like listening to my iPod on full blast, walking around the house. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, sure.
So that's what I did. Turned it all the way up, and my whole plan was just to walk by her like I didn't even know her. That was it. She came down the hall, I just ghosted her. Just walked right past her. Just trying to piss her off. And I gotta tell you something, worked like a charm. Work like a charm.
Oh, I love that. It's like in like South Park, there's Butters who like he'll have these evil plans on like how to get back at Cartman, and it's like nothing. It's like I'm gonna call his shirt ugly tomorrow. That's what it feels like. I love dumb evil plans, like highly emotionally motivated but very low stakes, but high stakes in your mind plans. This is fun. Also, what's he drinking? It looks like Shimmer from Arcane.
My coat up, turned around. By the time I turned around, she was already yelling at me.
Also, dude, he's wasting so much money. He could have gotten a water sponsorship there and made buku bucks.
But the music was so loud, not only could I not hear her, it actually looked like she was singing the song that I was listening to. It's one of the highlights of the relationship. So I knew what she was saying. I was like, whatever, I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. I'm going onto the computer, right? So I limp over and I sit down, and unbeknownst to me, she's like, no, we're going to talk about this right now. Comes out, poof, and slaps the headphones off my head. I got big ears. It fucking hurt. So I'm like, honey, leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. Put the headphones back on. She comes right back up again. Poof, slaps them off a little harder. This time they spin halfway around my head. Caveman DNA starts coming up. Talking through my teeth. Honey, leave me alone. Don't want to talk about it.
I would have loved for him to like describe the caveman DNA going up, like his limbs getting longer, his homo less sapien. I don't know.
Put him on third time. She comes out, poof, slaps him right across the room, and I snap. I'm like, fine, you want to have the fight? Let's fucking have the fight. She's like, we will discuss this later when you calm down. Right there. I just wanted to roll her up on her yoga mat and stuff her behind the couch. Just leave her there until she got thirsty. Come on, let me out of here. I have a spin class. You've made your point. This is ridiculous.
I've done shows in the South, and like I want to go back because I really wasn't good. I was really bad because my this is ridiculous to say. Oh my god, my whole material was about like being an introvert who like has no social skills and likes anime, and that was the dumbest set to do in front of, and I swear it's related, in front of like most audiences. You want to do like relationship humor and things like that, like how he's doing, because it's relatable to everyone, whether you've seen your mom or your grandparents do it or just on television or in your own relationship. Like, this is funny, and it has a very wide spectrum of people who would like it. So this is a very like good, generally probably well liked set, I would think.
No, that's the thing.
So sweaty, dude.
Really is. That's the thing. I hate that saying there's no reason. Obviously, I'm not saying to hit a woman, you know, but saying there's no reason, I think that's crazy. When you say there's no reason, that kills any sort of examination as to how two people ended up at that place. If you say there's no reason, you cut out the build-up, you just left with the act. How are you gonna solve it if you don't figure it out? Look how awkward it is in here right now. I said you shouldn't hit a woman. I'm just saying, how come you can't ask questions? You can only ask questions about what the guy did. You can never ask about the woman. Why is that? Why is that? What is that? What does answer him right mean? What does that mean? Are you the idiot who got up halfway through the special during the bit and you're like walking around like I'm not fucking taping a special here? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Fucking had to ignore all of that and now you're gonna like yell out? And not only that, yell something that makes no fucking sense whatsoever? Answer him! Answer him! Every fuck.
I saw Jordan Jensen film a special, which was the best night of my life, and she's awesome. Jordan Jensen, at one point, there was this drunk lady too, like yelling at her, and she was trying so hard not to be annoyed because it was her Netflix special, it was her first Netflix special, and she had only, I think, 2 tapings for it. So she really needed the footage to be good. I'm surprised this is in it because I know Jordan's gonna cut that moment from her special, I'm pretty sure, or maybe not. But yeah, I feel like there's always like some obnoxious drunk person who's like not enough of a fan to be respectful. Yeah, I feel like seeing this out of context, my first instinct is to be like, damn, Billy boy, like you don't have to yell at them. But understanding just like the stakes of a taped special now, like, oh, and how obnoxious drunk people can be and how entitled they are. I love hecklers, but you should not have hecklers during a taping. That just like, it really throws you off. So it's interesting to see that because I feel like my opinion is so different now than it would have been when this came out. I was probably a baby, but if I'd seen this before being a comic, I think I would have been way less understanding of him.
Fucking special I do. There's always one.
Yeah, well, that's probably why he's trying to get every special.
Fucking middle.
Mainly if this is a second taping of it, because usually there's like a few. If this is the last one and he's like, I haven't gotten a good take of this joke yet. Oh, man.
Talking about hitting women, sweetheart. And I think you just added another reason.
Okay, that was really good.
Fucking Christ.
He got there, he got there.
Look at this. I'm not even in a relationship with her, and she's fucking nagging me.
Oh, damn.
Fucking unbelievable.
It's a drunk voice. It's pretty grating. I love hecklers,
I understand hitting a woman's a bad thing, okay? Well, how come you can't fucking ask questions? I just don't understand. Like, if I get bit by a rattlesnake, wouldn't you guys have some questions? Right? How did it happen? Did you not see it? Were you fucking with it? How did this snake get so mad it almost killed you? Firemen put out a fire. They don't just drive away afterwards. They sift through the debris. How did it start? Here's an oily rag, right? Look, I realize I'm coming off pretty ignorant right about now. I realize that. Let me extend an olive branch then, okay?
He does a really good job. He'll do like a, I'm coming off really ignorant now, and oh, now the room is really tense. He calls those out. I'm sure he'll sometimes do those, sometimes not, or maybe he does it every time. But it's a good way to build up tension with like a serious topic and then release it by kind of breaking the fourth wall. So I really like those moments. Some people overuse them, but I think in 7 minutes, he only used it twice. So I think he's doing a great job with that. Obviously, I mean, he's Bill Burr, so.
Realize that there's some animal guys out there, okay? Horrible guys, you know, have a
Some
rough day at
furries.
the factory, come home, tuna casserole, and just start swinging. All right?
Tuna casserole is the most manly meal he could think of. I feel like back home in Brazil, if you make a tuna casserole, like you're getting hit. Like it's not.
I'm not trying to say that those people don't exist. I realize they exist. They should be buried underneath the prison, okay? So if I can admit that, ladies, can you at least admit that every ass kicking doesn't just fall out of the fucking sky? Really? Even hockey has 2 minutes for instigating, right? They understand that some back and forth happened before that shit, you know? You know what it is? Is every case is handled like that Rihanna one, where they just say, the guy's a piece of shit, fuck this guy, blah, 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 send him to jail, and then they never ask anything about that. You know, I'm not saying he should have done it, but I'm just saying.
Wow, one person clapping at that was probably a guy who was too enthusiastic, but that's kind of funny. I feel like nowadays they would have like mixed the audio more, like they might have cut off that clap there.
I'm just saying, dude, in your heart of hearts, what do you think was going down before that happened? You think she was just sitting there going, oh my God, Baskin Robbins, you want to get some ice cream? And he fucking, do you think? Maybe they were having some epic end of the relationship fight and some crazy shit was being said. Maybe she was screaming in his ear some crazy female shit like, "Oh, fuck all your friends, I don't give a fuck." Maybe that's why I sell more albums than you, motherfucker. Right? To be fair, she could have just been sitting there going, "I need a tissue. Do you keep those in the glove box?" "Oh my God, I'll bring my out. I'll bring my out."
Oh my God. Damn.
Now, fuck that, because you know what it is? They never address how women argue, which I think is a core of a lot of that shit. You know? And I gotta tell you something, man. Like, I never knew how women argued. But after 20 years of losing every significant battle in a relationship, I finally figured out how they argued. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm starting to turn this franchise around. I have begun
Tell me.
a winning tradition.
How did they fight?
This is how they argue, as far as I can tell. All right? If they're right, they argue the point. And they stay on point and make sure you stay on point until you're down on your knees, apologizing, begging for forgiveness.
Oh,
all right?
that's never
No
happened.
problem with that.
No
Totally
man's
respect
ever
it.
done that.
But here's the thing. If they're wrong, they go rogue. They go off-road. They start thinking of shit you're sensitive about. Maybe you don't get along with your dad. And in their head, they just start concocting this evil statement. Totally designed, this desperate Hail Mary attempt to make you so fucking mad, you just call them a cunt.
But if women do this, I feel like then they make really good politicians. I don't know. More women in politics, I guess.
That's what it is. And cunt trumps all the bullshit they did to start the argument. Now it's not about that. Well, that's no reason to call me a cunt.
I know a lot of girls are like, they know better, but they'll be like, oh, well, if I'm fighting with like my boyfriend or husband, they'll do it more. Like they'll be really polite when they argue with other people, but with your partner, like you're close like that. I don't know. I think people let themselves be more manipulative, both guys and girls.
And then that's it. You're in this room now, right? My girl knows my big thing is, my big fear in life is to be that dude who grows old, you know, grows old alone, has like that basement apartment, just screaming up at the younger couple, "Turn it down! That isn't music!" So I noticed that anytime she was losing a fight, out of nowhere, she'd just be like, "Well, that's why you're just gonna grow old and be alone." Then I'd lose my shit.
I feel like that makes him a sensitive man. I feel like if a man would be to hit a woman, he does not, like, a woman can't weaponize a silly thing like that. But it is a cute detail about himself. It's like, oh, it makes him sensitive.
I'm in the kitchen washing dishes for the 9th fucking time in a row. This is what the argument was about. I was so right. What happened? So if you learn anything from my ignorance tonight, just know this. Next time you're in a battle with your beautiful woman, your wife, girlfriend, whatever, and they start out of nowhere, okay, you're winning, and they just start saying that crazy shit out of nowhere. Just know in that moment you've won the fight, okay? All right? Don't get mad. Bob and weave, slip all of that shit. Maybe because you got a little dick. Just let that slide. Stay in the pocket of the argument.
I like his physical act out there.
Okay? It's over. The argument is over. You've won. Just take a knee and run out the clock. All right? Yes. Lean on the ropes. Let them punch themselves out. And then in the end, you throw their psychology right back at them. Well, maybe we should discuss it later when you calm down.
Well, if you say it like that, the fight's never gonna end, dog. I don't know.
For a couple of days, who cares? Who cares? You rub one out.
Oh my God.
Rub one out like a man. It's the champagne of victory.
Okay, my one thought on this is this doesn't have that many jokes per minute, or like LPM, or jokes per minute, which is like punchlines, because it's more of a conversational stand-up piece, which is really common in specials. And like once you're more established, you kind of rant for a bit and you have jokes within that, but you're kind of talking about a topic that a lot of people care about with a good amount of jokes. So it's a way to do stand-up. But a lot of earlier comics, I kind of noticed copying that. But if you have your type 5 is your late night show stand-up bit, it's your stand-up club audition, like your type 5 should not be like this. Like, he can say things like that because this audience knows Bill Burr, they like Bill Burr, they trust Bill Burr, so he can't say something edgy like, there are reasons to hit a woman. And we're kind of on the journey with him. We're not super tense, like, I don't think Bill Burr is a bad guy, but a random guy at a show who I don't know, he could be. So he can't talk about topics like that. He needs more jokes per minute because I don't like him already. He has to win me over with joke, 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 joke. Bill Burr, I'm willing to listen to for an hour. I'm not willing to listen to a nobody for an hour because they want to get to the joke after a minute, you know? So I think it's a great little bit. I think it's very relatable to a lot of people. I think it has like interesting questions. I like stand-up to ask good questions. But if you're a beginner stand-up, I would say like, don't try to do that. You're going to come across as pretty unlikable and you're not going to get past anywhere. Oh, well, you might, but you're not going to get past at any clubs that I want to go to. So A+ for Bill Burr, C- for other people doing the same bit, if that makes sense. Let me know what you think about this bit. If it was too far, if it was not far enough. Sometimes you have to go further for a thing to be funny. And if you think like Bill Burr has improved or gotten worse, I know a lot of people have thoughts about that. If you don't know Bill Burr, go check out his other stuff. He's awesome. You should know him. And check out my stuff. I do shows in New York City. I host different shows. I'm in different shows. So check out my links below. Come watch me and watch my other videos. Like them, subscribe. It's a pretty new channel. So all the support really, really helps. And bye-bye. Merp.